Hi, my name is Ryan Lovis, host for Chronic Health, and today we'll be talking all about the AC joint. We'll be talking about anatomy of the joint itself, some causes of pain, some tests you can do at home to see if AC joint really is your issue, and also some exercises you can do to take care of this pain. And at the end of the video, I'll show you how you can actually sleep with this pain so that way the pain isn't constantly waking you up through the night. So first off, let's talk about the anatomy of the AC joint. AC joint just stands for acromioclavicular joint. It's where the clavicle or your collarbone meets the acromion of the scapula. Now the acromion is like a little arm of your shoulder blade or your scapula. It reaches around here, your scapula's back here, reaches around here and makes like a little roof for your arm bone right here. And that is where the clavicle attaches to. Now this is attached by what's called the acromioclavicular ligament. Now you know a ligament is where bone attaches to bone and a tendon is where muscle attaches to bone. So these two bones, your clavicle and your acromion, attach together through the acromioclavicular ligament. And over that is this fibrous capsule called the fibrous capsule. And this just adds more stability to this joint. And then joint is just any place where two bones meet. So anytime you hear someone talk about a joint of the body, that's just where two bones meet. Now your clavicle bone, it actually moves as well. Whenever you go to take your arm to shoulder height and above, that clavicle will actually rotate back a few degrees, allowing you to take your hand to shoulder height and then far above. So in the AC joint, whenever that clavicle tries to rotate back to allow you to go up, it tries to rotate, but it rotates out of that fibrous capsule or tries to rotate out of that fibrous capsule, and that's where the pain comes from. So we really got to focus on stabilizing that joint by focusing on scapular protraction and retraction and scapular stability. So we really need to stabilize that joint by focusing on scapular stability and scapular strength. Another cause can be is if you just put a bunch of weight on the bench press or you do bench press a lot, that can put strain on that AC joint as well. If you've fallen and you tried to brace yourself with your arm and it put a lot of force into that AC joint, or even if you fell or got hit like in football or something, like on the point of your shoulder, that can cause a lot of stress. That can cause some trauma to that AC joint, therefore unstabilizing it. So we have to do the opposite by stabilizing it. Now let's get into some tests that you can do to see if AC joint really is the cause of your pain that you're feeling. First, you're going to take two fingers, put it right here on your clavicle, and you'll move it all the way out to the end where that clavicle meets the acromion right at the joint. And if, as soon as you put your fingers on it, if this recreates pain or if it feels real tender there, AC joint could be cause of your pain. Even massaging it kind of like that, up and back, side to side in little circles, that might even temporarily relieve some of the pain. You can do that for, 30 seconds, a minute, several minutes. If it starts to feel better, keep doing it. If it doesn't start to feel better, starts to get worse, stop doing it. Another test you can do is called the bad cop test. Now with this, whatever shoulder's hurting, that's the one you're going to start with. Let's just say it's my right shoulder, the one that's hurting. Going to put my arm behind my body, going to take my hand and then just grab my forearm, and then I'm going to pull down. If whenever you pull down, this recreates pain, this is a good sign that AC joint is your problem. If when you try to put your arm behind your back, you can't even get it back there because it's too painful, that could be a sign that you're dealing with impingement, not AC joint. I'll put a link in the description for my video about how to fix impingement, what the cause of the anatomy, and then exercises you can do to really fix that pain if that seems to be your problem. Another test you can do for AC joint is just simply taking your arm, putting it across your body, take your other hand, and then pull back. If this recreates pain just putting it there, it's a good chance it's the AC joint. If this doesn't do anything, try pulling your hand just a little bit more to see if you can recreate that pain. Because what's happening is that little arm of the scapula, the acromion, it's putting pressure on that clavicle. It's putting more pressure on that clavicle, possibly recreating the pain. And that is a good sign that you're dealing with AC joint pain or AC joint instability. Now for the exercises. What we'll want to do is we'll want to load the AC joint in a safe and controlled manner to build stability within this joint. To do that, we're going to focus on scapular movement. The first exercise we're going to do is called scapular retractions. So what we'll do is we'll find a table, a bench, a chair, something that's about or around waist height. Now this is like thigh height, so not quite as high as I want, but it'll do for now. So all you're going to do is you're going to put your arms out, you're going to keep them at a 90-degree angle. Again, as we move our arms above shoulder width, or above shoulder height, that's when that clavicle starts to rotate, causing that pain. So we want to make sure we keep our arms at a 90-degree angle. So we'll come down here just like that. You're kind of getting into a push-up position, but you're not doing actual push-ups. You're not going to bend your elbows at all. You're just going to protract and retract that scapula. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here, bring our scapula into retraction by letting our body drop forward, our shoulders come back. Focus on just keeping those shoulder blades back, and then you'll just go right back up, take those shoulder blades into protraction, bring them all the way out. And for this, you'll let pain be your guide. So if I'm coming down and I feel it painful right here, I'm just going to merely bump into the pain. I'm not going to try and go through the pain. I'm just going to go to where it's pain-free movement, bringing those scapulas into protraction and retraction, causing stability to come back to that joint. And this is a way we can really load that joint in a controlled manner. Now, if you try and do that and that's too much load on your AC joint, what you can do is go to like a wall or something. You'll be in the same position, keep your arms at 90 degrees, be in the same position. You'll lean forward slightly, and again, you'll come forward and then go right back out. Now, if you did that and it's not enough of a load, you can find something even closer to the ground, or maybe even get in a full push-up position and do the exact same thing. You'll retract those scapulas, protract those scapulas, bring them back and forth, and you'll do this for about 2 sets for 10 to 15 reps. The next exercise we're going to do is called scapular extensions. Now for this, all we're going to need is a resistance band or a loop band or TheraBand, that works, and some type of anchor point. Now ideally you would want this anchored, as close to the ground as you can get it, but just below hip height is plenty. So all we're going to do is we're going to take it, you're going to put some resistance on the band, even holding your arm right next to you. And what you're going to do is just going to take your arm back behind your body like that, and then come back to the neutral position. Now it's very important you keep this shoulder, you keep that joint stabilized in the exact same position. What you don't want to do is you don't want to come like this or like this. You want to keep it in the exact same spot, stand nice and tall, bring it back behind you, and then come on forward. And for this one, again, you're going to do 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps, and you're also going to do it, where you're going backwards and then where you're going forward. Same thing, just the other way. You're going to put resistance on it. You're going to go forward just like that, keeping that shoulder locked in place. Again, it's not this and it's not that. It's keeping it in place, bringing your arm up, and at first, you might only be able to come up just a little bit, but go up as far as you can. Bump into the pain, don't try to go past it. So you'll just come up and then go right back down to neutral position. And again, you'll do that for 2 sets for 10 to 15 reps. Third and final exercise is called scapular pinches. Now for this, all we're going to need is a resistance band. You can easily do this at the cable machine at your gym or at home with a band, a TheraBand, that same loop band you used, and some type of anchor point. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put some resistance on it, and all you're going to do is you're going to bring your arms back. As you're coming back, make sure you're squeezing those scapulas together. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then you'll come up, let it pull your shoulder blades into protraction, and then again, bring them back, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Whenever you're doing this, make sure you're not shrugging your shoulders. It's not bringing it up here. It's keep your shoulders relaxed, and then bring your shoulder blades together, almost like you're putting your shoulder blades in your back pockets. You're putting them back, squeezing them, and then allowing your arms to come fully out, and then you'll come right back in, squeeze those together like that. And for this, you'll do for 3 sets for 10 to 15 reps. Now at the beginning, I told you about, I'm going to tell you how to sleep with this pain, because even though you're doing these exercises, it's going to take time to build stability within that joint. It's going to take time to get it back to pain-free motion. And you gotta sleep at some time. So if you sleep with this, now ideally you wanna sleep on your back. So if you sleep on your back, you'll wanna get an extra pillow, of course not just for your head, but then put an extra pillow underneath your affected arm. If my right shoulder is my one that's affected, I'll put a pillow underneath it. Or if you're a side sleeper, you're definitely not gonna sleep on this side, sleep on your non-affected side. But then, remember like when I said that test where we bring our arm across our body, causing that to put pressure on the joint itself? Well, what you want to do if you're sleeping on your side, you'll want to put a pillow that braces your shoulder, so that way when you're sleeping, your shoulder is braced on that pillow, that way it's not coming all the way across. You might even want a pillow for your elbow and then one for your hand to really keep it in a fixed location to make sure it doesn't fall over and then wake you up whenever you're sleeping at night. Thank you so much for watching my video today. If you've experienced what I've been talking about and you fixed it by means other than what I've shown, put all that down in the comments below. You never know who's going to benefit from your story. Also, if you have any questions, put them down there too. If you want to watch another one of my videos, you can click right here. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can click right here. Remember, what you think, what you eat, and what you do all create a life of chronic health. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.